In this video, I'll show you how to model a super cool sci-fi ship from reference with a twist. Let's go. Hey guys, Ryuu here from Blender Bros, and in this video I'll teach you how to use references correctly. If you're going to repeat the model you've seen in reference, it's not really art, it's just modeling, it's craft, okay? You don't want to be a modeler, you want to be an artist, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take an inspiration from a certain reference, you want to grab some anchor, visual anchor, some kind of an element and build on top of it, and that's what we're going to do today. You can see here I have a lot of references that are just mechs and bots. We're going to be using specifically this one. Now, I don't know who made it, there's no signature, so if you know, let me know. I'm gonna drop a link in the video description, but we're gonna be using this specific element here, this canopy and this bottom shell, to build on top of it, and we're gonna create a sci-fi kind of like a copter, you know, out of it. Okay, now this is not gonna be for beginners, so if you're a beginner, grab our Jumpstart Hard Surface course. It's free, it's fantastic, and the link is in the description. You're gonna learn a shit ton. Alright guys, let's get on with the modeling. Alright guys, let's go. So Shift A in the plane, scale this and rotate it a little bit, scale it in here, and we're gonna grab that EY, move it in here. I'm not following this image exactly, I'm just getting the, you know, the basic idea, okay? See what I mean? Select this one, GY, Alt R. This is with edge constraints from Machine Tools if you don't know how to use it. I have two massive videos on Machine Tools, go ahead and watch them. It's good for you. Here we're going to grab this one and kind of scale this a little bit, okay, just a little bit. And here we're gonna create bevel weighted edge with a bevel here. So Q and Control click on mark, and we're gonna create a bevel here like this, all right? So we can actually change it, you know, this bevel anytime we want. I can just go here and adjust this bevel, you know, anytime I want, okay? So that's how I like to work. Now let's mirror this to the other side. Come on. Let's mirror this. There we go. We sorted. Now, let's grab this one here. So this bit, right? And we're going to go to Control click on Curve Extract to extract it. And we're going to extract it in here like this, right? Maybe like that. And Alt R. We're going to drop a loop here, right? And move it somewhere here like this, okay? And we could do actually the same thing, you know? So Q and mark. And just, you know, just bevel it, right, like that. And we're going to scale this here, so GX, and, you know, scale it in, and sharpen, okay? So it's a bit too long, so we're going to slice it here, you know, space, and I think this is gonna be good. It's a little bit maybe too, you know, too narrow. I'm gonna make it a bit larger here. There you go. I'm not sure I like this kind of a bulging here in the middle, so we could grab this one and actually scale this a little bit here, and then select this and scale it a bit here, a bit more, like that. There we go, I think that's better. Okay, cool. This could still be a little bit wider, you know, so let's select all of them like this, so 2 items, and scale them out a little bit, okay? Yeah, I think this is a bit better. Okay, cool. Like this. All right, let's just run the power save here. There we go. And cool. Now this looks flipped to me, I think. So let's Alt V that and let's see. And there we go. I can see that already. I can smell it, man. Alt N and Shift to the outside. Boom, that's better. Okay, now we're talking. So here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these two, actually this one, and we're gonna slice this like that, right? And we're going to grab this one and grab that and subdivide it like this. Okay, peachy. We're gonna subdivide this one more time here. So subdivide it and combine these two and press 3 to clean it. And we're gonna grab that. We probably need one more subdivision here. So subdivide it and GG, move it in here. Right. Okay, and then we're going to extrude it here, right? Just press Alt Z, Alt Z, there we go, and grab that and move it in here like that, okay? A little bit more down here, a little bit more. There we go. And then Alt X, PG, GX, and move it a bit here, or this one. because it's mirrored, right? So there you go. That should do. Now let's apply scale. So here, apply scale here. Cool. I'm saving a lot, guys, because there's something wrong with my blender. I don't know, it's crushing like crazy. It's really fucking annoying. So I prefer to be safe than sorry. I was like, spent like maybe 30 minutes with crashes. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'll check it later, but you know, tutorial is more important. So let's go here and, you know, maybe slash this. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start here and maybe enter here and start slicing here like this, and here, and maybe something like that. Okay, cool. So we got this shape, which looks pretty badass, and also here we could create another cutout inside, right, like that. Awesome. And I think we're good to go, right? Cool. So now let's slice it here like this, okay, with an X, and there you go. That's awesome. Select everything and we're gonna rotate it, okay? So now you see where I'm going with this, right? There we go. That's pretty cool. I like that. And now we're gonna start having some fun. So maybe I just do it like that. There we go. It's kind of aggressive. I like it. So let's grab a cube, and we don't need this thing anymore. Let's grab a cube and put it in here, and gonna start riffing. Okay, riffing is the real deal, guys. That's how you get shit done. You riff. Okay, you need to learn how to riff. Okay, maybe a bit higher here somewhere, right? Grab that here and, you know, extrude it somewhere here and extrude it, drop it down, Alt R. This edge constraint is freaking amazing, man. I love this tool so much. Let's just select this here. Come on, there you go. Alt R, and okay, this will not work, so we're gonna go with a move here. There we go. And then we need to grab this face and extrude it a little bit further here, maybe somewhere here, and then one more time, and somewhere here, and then one more time, and somewhere here, right? And let's just scale this. In fact, we could Control plus this and scale it a little bit in, then Control minus, scale it a little bit in, Control minus, scale it a little bit in, and just grab this one and scale it a bit more. Cool. All right, awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's grab this one here and GG, move it up a bit, okay, and we're going to scale it so SX to kind of follow the, you know, shape of this vessel. All right, cool. And now we're going to sharpen it. Now we're going to cut this. Okay, is my cavity on? Why this mesh is so bright? Fascinating. Cavity is on, right? Yeah, weird. Anyway, maybe we could actually apply a bevel. So Control click on bevel to apply a bevel. Some here, and it's going to separate the mesh a little bit visually, so it should be a little bit easier to work. Okay, there you go. So now let's grab this one here, and in fact what we could do, we could actually solidify this. Okay, so go here and operations, modify, solidify, just solidify it a little bit, and we're going to copy the modifier here. So let's just go here to solidify. This one we're gonna actually apply this. Okay, so let's first apply it. So yeah, let's apply everything. Operations, multiply, and we're going to slightly change the curvature here. Okay, so this one is a solid piece, which means we could technically remove this here. Just delete the faces, right? Okay, cool. And now it's going to be a bit easier to move it, okay? Now what we could do here is use a tool called Mirror Tools, all right? If you don't have it, go to GitHub and grab it. So the way we do that, Mirror Tools is accessible from the end panel. This one here, Mirror. We're going to be using C-Stretch, okay? So watch. I'm gonna go to the top view. Let's go back actually. So we're gonna see this outer edge here. And we're going to click curve stretch. You can see number of points. We want, I think, 3. Click. And now you're gonna see these handles, the blue handles. You can actually move them to change the curvature of your mesh, which is pretty bloody amazing. So move it out, and this one, move it in. Boom. See what I mean? Space to confirm, or right click, I think, and then Alt X to copy. And we got this kind of a canopy here, but it's, you know, kind of inset, which is interesting. It's gonna get add a bit more aggression here. This front here could be a little bit smaller, to be honest. So what we could do is grab literally just the front, right, without this one, and scale this a bit. All right, so SX, just scale it a bit. Yeah, there we go. See what I mean? And maybe drop it down a bit, you know. So grab it here and drop it down a bit. Maybe. I don't know if it's a good idea. Maybe not. Maybe let's keep it like that. Cool. So we got that sorted. This one also could be actually going in. So GX, you know, here. See what I mean? This one too could be a little bit in. And then Alt X. So the canopy kind of stands out. You see, it's more aggressive. That looks pretty cool. Now the front here, we need to do something with it because that's no bueno. So let's go here and maybe do something like this, and like this, and space. There we go. Let's grab this one. Let's actually apply this and grab this one, and we're gonna extend it, okay, somewhere here. Not too long, but you know, something like this, right? Awesome. And we're gonna cut this, guys. So we're gonna cut it a little bit here, like that, right? And we're gonna cut it in the middle, like this. And we're going to mirror this, right? Cool. And then we're going to cut it from this side. So here, grab an end gun, and I'm gonna save it again because reasons. Here, and we can open this up here really nicely. We can actually even bevel this, you know, a little bit like that. Okay, weighted normals. Boom. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And then we can add another cube in the bottom. But before we do that, let's grab this one and mark this. And we don't really need this, do we? So what we could do is combine this here. Combine these two with machine tools. Mirror to the other side. And then, same here actually. There you go. Grab this one and actually, you know, chamfer it here too. In fact, just do something like this, right? And then mirror to the other side. I think it's gonna be a bit better. I think. Yeah, it kind of looks cool. And same here, to be honest. You know what I mean? So do that, and then simply mirror to the other side, like this. Cool. So you got this kind of arch here. We could even use mirror tools here, right? See, look, watch, to fix this. So we could grab where is this point here? Yeah, we could grab this point and fix this, you know, this arch here, right, to our liking. Watch. See what I mean? Then right click and Alt X, and then grab this middle edge and dissolve it. And you have a new curve, you see. Mirror tools is fantastic, guys. I don't like this one here. This one is a little bit, you know, it's just a bit abrupt here. I'm not sure I like that. So what we could do is just drop it a bit down, so the transition is less harsh. Do the same thing here. There we go. Now it's cool. Awesome. All right, so we got that. And here, to be honest, we could create something like this. Just for fun. It's going to look a bit more aggressive, and the front's going to look a bit lighter. And in the middle, we could add some section. Yeah, so cube, go here, scale it, and scale it down, move it in here. Right, you can rotate it. Or in fact, we could just slice it, you know. So do something like this and scale it in. Now we can slice this. So let me see, make it narrower here. So SX, create a loop here in the middle and scale this, and maybe do something like this and sharpen. And of course we don't need this on the top, right? And now we need to do something interesting here. So this could be some kind of a cargo hold, whatever. Boom, right? Let me see how this looks. It's not terrible, you know, not terrible. Let's just sharpen this and select everything, Alt and Shift to calculate outside. Boom, sorted. This could be a little bit maybe more aggressive here, maybe like this. I don't know, let me see. Yeah, that's better. See, it gives a bit more. In fact, now this kind of looks like could be slightly moved in here. Let me see. Oh, that's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I could use something else here in the middle, some kind of canisters, whatnot. Let's fix the shading here with Shift, click on Mark. Let's go to this face here. Let's actually apply that. Let's grab this face, Shift S to face. I'm gonna grab a cylinder, right? And we're going to align it to the cursor, right? So Shift S to cursor, right? Which we're gonna align it, and then we're gonna rotate it on X, RXX 90. There we go, and scale it, right? Change to global here and individual. Now SXX, no, YY, ZZ. There we go on Z. Okay, cool. So let's just scale that and, you know, create something like this here. Make it smaller and longer, right? And move it somewhere here. Okay. And you know, let's apply scale and let's chamfer this and create something interesting here like that. Okay, and we're gonna move this on a z-axis, but we're gonna rotate this like that. Okay, and mirror to the other side, right? So boom, right? And we have this. Now how does it look from the front? We can see, that's good. And from the side looks pretty dope. Yeah, you see, like this could be even slightly angled, you know, like this, you know what I mean? Slightly angled, maybe. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, man. I like that. Okay, cool. So let's keep that. That looks good. And we need some kind of engines, right? So now here we need some, you know, something. Yeah. So let's grab a cube and let's align that bitch to this cut here. Go to occlude and B, grab this, align it in here, right? And this one, align it here. Grab them both and move it in. And then, you know, this one needs to be aligned a bit better. And this one could be aligned in here, right? Like this. Okay, cool. Awesome. And I just scale this, and that's cool. And we're gonna cut this here. Okay. Like that. Actually, that's not good. We need to cut it in a different way. Maybe like this. Let me see that. That's a little bit better, I think. Cool. All right. Okay. And let's apply that, and we're going to smooth this. All right. There we go. And now we're gonna create some rotors. Yeah. So cylinder, and we probably need a bit more of the vats here. So let's grab 50 and scale this, and we're gonna move this to rotate it according to this face rotation here. So this one right on the top. Okay. So Shift S and to face, and then we're going to move this to the cursor and move it to the right hand side. Make this bigger because, you know, come on, this needs to be larger. Maybe that's too big. Something like this, I would say. All right. Awesome. A bit too thick, and do something like this here. Cool. Maybe angle it down a bit like that and mirror to the other side. That looks pretty good. Now what we need here also is some kind of a mechanism that's gonna rotate this thing. So maybe we could grab this cylinder here and Shift D that and move this in here, right? And we're going to cut it, I think, you know, from the front here, like this. Let's just go back here, and where is it? Go up. We need to align this thing. Let's just go to local here and align them together. Okay, so Let's just go here and make them larger. Move them in here. Still not aligned properly. Alt Z because I can't see shit. There we go. Make it thicker. Shift S to geometry. This I think should help. Okay, and let's just slice it one more time. Let's apply this and let's apply scale. And now I'm thinking that maybe you could do it like this, you know, shorter, and then G, Z, Z or Y, Y. Move them in a bit and then up. Something like that would do, I think. Maybe a bit higher. Cool, now let's grab these rotors and let's do something with them, shall we? So let's grab them too and inset them, right? And I'm gonna do is scale them on Z-axis here, like this, right? So insert them one more time, right? And then scale them on Z. Will it work? Kind of like this, right? Cool, and then we're gonna bridge them. So bridge them, right? Did it work? Did it fuck? Okay, so we're gonna remove these faces and we're gonna bridge them with machine tools. So click here on this edge and this one and press 2, right? Machine tools never fails. Sharpen and bevel, okay? And let's just fix this sharpen issue. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is this? Let's press 3 to clean it. What the fuck is that? Let's switch bevel to where is bevel here? Let's switch bevel to weight. Ah, it's a bevel issue. There we go. Okay, never mind. You know, we could use something here on the top, to be honest. Let me see. Cube. Now let's just save it. You need to multitask like Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen, especially when you're working with the unstable blender. Shift S to cursor to center it. Move it in here on Y. And move it up here, rotate this, and let me see, scale this, and yeah, we're going to scale it in here and move it down like this, extrude it and scale it, and then bevel this like this, and we're going to bevel this here in the back like that. Okay, cool. And maybe apply scale, and we're going to bevel this top here. Okay, Alt X, how we looking? Pretty cool. And this is protruding too much into the canopy, so we're gonna move it somewhere here like that. Okay, and we could actually create like a air intake here, you know what I mean? So go to the front and we could just grab these and, you know, insert them and extrude them in. Boom. And bevel and weighted normals. How we looking? Oh yeah, baby. We're looking fucking hot. We're looking fucking hot. I like this. Misa likes a lot. Okay, so here we could actually slice it diagonally, so it's gonna be a bit more aggressive. You see what I mean? Kind of like a narrowing down. We definitely need some bevel here. And also, is this? There's some solidification on this thing, so let's go to solidify and solidify that a bit. Yeah, like that. Will this work? Because that's the question. Wait a minute, wait. Is this solidified or not? Let me apply everything here, okay? Let's apply modifiers. Let's multiply. Let's apply scale and let's do this again, okay? So modifier, solidify. Yeah, something's not right here. We have some problems. What kind of problems? This kind of problems, right? Alt X. How about now? Now it's working. Cool. So let's try again. Solidify and solidify this. There we go. And yeah, that's nice. Here, what we could do is add a bevel, right? Because we don't have a bevel, so we're gonna add a bevel. Can we add a bevel? Let me see that bevel. What this bevel is doing? Nothing. Let's remove it. Let's do it again. Bevel. Or we just bevel this. Yeah, here. You know what I mean? So it kind of fits. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, now we're talking. Awesome, awesome. We need some rotors, right? So let's go. So here, let's do this, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to macro this inside. So we're gonna have some space to work with. Shift S and 2 selected. So we're gonna move the cursor with the orientation, because that's what machine tools does. And we're gonna create some cool rotors. Okay, so let's go here and grab a plane, and we're gonna save this because it's Tuesday. And here I'm gonna go to the top. Let's move cursor to origin and to the cursor, move it to the front, so we're gonna be centered. Scale this a little bit. Let's just borrow one rotor, so we're gonna see the size here, right? Let's just turn off this fucking mirror, because Jesus. There we go. Move it in here. Perfect. So now let me see. We want some cool blades, right? So let's cut some interesting shape here. We could do that, and we could do something like this, and then do something like this, and we could grab this edge and bevel it. Okay, so do that, and then we could slice this, right? Could slice this here like this, and in all truthfulness, we could actually create some interesting shape here. Bevel this, right, and apply that. So apply scale, apply sharpen, and then we're going to move this to cursor, right? So Shift S to select it, and then to cursor, right? And this should, see, it should inherit the rotation, right? So G, and move it in here. We're gonna have to scale it just a little bit like this, and we're gonna have to solidify it. So operations and solidify it. Where's solidification? Here. Solidify this, right? We could just, create some interesting shapes here still with it. Maybe a bit deeper. There we go. And here we could do something like this. Right? Awesome. And then apply that. And go to operations, mesh tools, and control click on radial. Well, this is cool, but I think we can use fewer of them, like maybe 3. And then what we can do is grab some cylinder in the middle and move it to cursor, and scale it down so it's not so imposing here. It's a bit thicker, and sharpen, and then let's apply scale, and then scale this in, and then GZZ, and boom, and we could just create some really cool decal here in the middle, right? There we go, and then select that, and let's just select both and mirror, right? And we can hide this one. Come on, H. There we go. That looks pretty cool. I think this should be more sort of a slice a bit higher, maybe. And also we're gonna fix the shading, put some bevel, and I think that we could actually open this up, would be actually interesting to open this up. I don't know. I'm gonna try, okay? So don't shoot me if it doesn't work. Let me see that. Yeah, see, it just adds a bit of lightness to this whole structure, okay? Same in the bottom, we could just make it a bit more interesting and kind of slice it like this, you know what I mean? And then mirror. Just, all these angle shifts, the planar shifts, they're gonna go a long way. So now sharpen, and just let's fix this. We need weighted normals. There we go. There's some problem here in the bottom. Let me just apply this. Something wrong with the bevel. There we go. Let me just apply that. So operations and multiply. What's going on here? Okay, let's just combine that. Here, I think we're good. Cool. You could still have some, stuff here in the back. We could just, add more cuts here, maybe. You know what I mean? And do something like that. The same in the front. We could have a bit more of a cut here. So, you could. Let's not do it in orthographic, because it will not work. Come on. See, there's a shading problem here. Need to fix that. So here bevel is the problem. So press 1 to fix this. And we're going to cut this in, or maybe from this side. There's a mirror. There's a mirror, yeah, right. That looks pretty cool. It's actually too far apart. Let's make it closer. So maybe somewhere here. There we go. And we could actually cut it from the front, you know. So let's grab this face and Control Q. If Control Q doesn't work for you, just go to here to Mesh Tools and assign shortcut. Right click, assign shortcut. You know, I'm just gonna run this, okay, and then I'm gonna deal with it. So here, and let's grab this and have a scroll, right? And then let's just move it on X to this side. Let me see that. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better. We could still have some you know, element here on the top. Maybe, you know, just insert this one and maybe extrude it. See what I mean? Maybe not so deep, but you know, you could move this on Y-axis this way, right? See, it's just kind of adds a bit of a, you know, element of interest here in the middle. So yeah, there we go. This is, I think, cool. I'm cool with that. We could add some maybe something here, maybe in the back will be interesting. So maybe at the cylinder, and then go here and rotate it. I just change rotation to global. I mean, sorry, individual. There we go, and hold Control, make it smaller, and move it in here. We need to move it to the center, so Shift S, origin to cursor, and move it in here. Fortunately, rotate it one more time. Move it up here, and let me see, ZZ, and let me see that. There we go, and move it somewhere here. Scale it. Shift ZZ. There we go. Grab this here in the end. Select this face and scale this. It's gonna be kind of interesting, kind of like a, you know, sort of spike in the middle here. And we could have some fun, yeah? So, you know, we could have some fun. Right? You just need to make sure that you're going to secure this, okay? So, you know, you need to secure this here, because it's otherwise gonna have shading problems, okay? So this is pretty awesome. I like that. So this kind of corresponds with the front. You know, don't be lazy, don't go the easy route, because this is not the way to improve, and this is not the way to, you know, to become better, you know, better at modeling. Okay, you need to put some effort into it, and you know, and keep trying to come up with some interesting shapes. You know, you need to figure it out on your own, okay? But it just takes some time and practice, but you can do some pretty cool stuff, okay? We can create some really awesome renders with this, you know? Now I want to fix this one because it annoys the shit out of me. Let me see that. Something weird going on here on this one. I know this face just like kind of wonky. I don't know. Is this a sharpness issue? Let me see. There we go. Now it's flexed. It was just the angle. So when you have a problem like that, just shift click on sharpen and move your mouse to the right to change the auto smooth, okay? Just be careful with bevels, because, you know, this will create some problems with bevels, okay? This could actually be a little bit higher here. Kind of like that. And then we could actually go here and create something interesting. Where is it? Come on. There you go. Select that and Alt and macro. And boom. See what I mean? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Alright, cool. Awesome. And in fact, we could cut this in here. See, I could just spend hours doing this shit, man. I just, you know, when I get going, I don't have a switch off button, man. So here is gonna be cube. And we could cut it like this, right? And cut it through. Let me see that. Why is it not cutting? Oh, it is cutting, okay. So we need to cut this one as well. Difference, there we go. And grab that and, you know, drop it down and maybe scale this. Let me see that. Maybe this one will be better. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Hang on, let me just scale this a little bit. Yeah, something like this. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That looks a bit more complex and sort of convoluted here in the back. It's kind of awesome. And the rest can be done with decals, guys. You know, you can do a lot with decals, okay? A lot with decals. This could be chamfered slightly. It's gonna create a really nice sort of an edge here. It's gonna bring interest to your model. It's gonna look pretty cool. This one is beveled, right? There we go. That's better. And weighted normals. Here too, weighted normals. We got some shading problem here. Let's fix it. It's probably the edges. There we go. You can't really run edges here like that, you know. It's not gonna work. So just you can do this, and let me see that. Bollocks. Just combine it here, and there you go. Call it a day. Peachy. Sorted. Now this cabin could be divided, you know. It doesn't have to be one piece. We could actually make something interesting out of it. So let's just save it. We need to solidify it. Okay, so Alt Control apply scale. We need to solidify this a little bit, right? So modify solidify this a little bit, right? And then we can cut it. So one more time. Slice from here, maybe from here like this. There we go, and then X and space, boom, and then let's just apply weighted normals. There we go, and let's mirror this, and then weighted normals and mirror across, right? Boom. Okay, how we looking? See, now that's better. Okay, it's a little bit more aggressive, right? Now let's fix this here. So if I scroll, and we can just fix it a little bit to fix this shading. Just move it a bit, you know, move it about, move it about. Okay. This one could be elevated, you know, slightly, but you know, that's actually pretty cool too. I don't mind that. The side ones, okay, the one on the side could be slightly smaller. You can scale them in, you see, just a little bit, and they're gonna create this kind of like a stepping effect. Let's just apply that, okay? So operations multiply, and we're going to scale them in like that, right, and move them in. So GX, and let's just drop the bevel here, okay? So you're gonna have a different bevel over there, you see, and you got this kind of like a interesting effect there. Let's just remirror that, so it's gonna fit, and now it's much more aggressive. Let's remove the layer underneath. Okay, can we? Let me see that. Certification is applied. Okay, let's go here and apply seam to everything. Okay, so sharpen, and then when you do that, you can select that, press L, and we can press L here, and we can remove that. Okay, this will remove the inside face, because seaming is going to allow you to select the area within a seam. All right, now we can grab this one and can actually bevel this, right, like that. See, it's gonna give a bit of rounder sides here. That's actually pretty cool. We could have some additional vents here on the side too, you know. This is ortho, right? So space, there we go, and then let's move it to the right side. There we go. Now we're talking. Where is it? Here. Okay. Right. Create something like this, and move it to the front. Come on. There we go. And just copy to the other side, yeah. So you're kind of framing this you know, this cockpit. This one could be sliced, I think. You know, this one could be sliced, I think, from the top a little bit, maybe like this here, something like that. I don't know, from this side, you know, maybe it's gonna be better. Could be better. Hang on, have a scroll. Let me see. Maybe that's better. Maybe something like this. Well, we need to apply this, and then we need to flip the normals, yeah, so recalculate, right? This could be actually better. You're gonna have some kind of a planar shift here in the front. It's gonna look a bit more aggressive. This could be also cut here like this. There we go. Now you're talking. A bit better. We need to fix shading, so sharpen, move to the right, boom, sorted. Right, well, I think that's it, because, you know, I could spend here 7 hours, but this looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna be texturing here, but you can watch other texturing videos of mine to learn how it's done. Not a big deal, not too difficult. I'll be using the same techniques, but I think it looks pretty badass. So this is how you work from references, and this is how it's done. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.